truth of the matter, Cindy, is that all of us, or a large proportion of the Malaysian population, can't afford to buy a house. We are a nation of renters, aren't we?
Yes and no. Actually, Malaysia's home ownership is high statistically, but
Is it?
we don't know how much of that is because some people actually own more than one house. So yeah, but we know the government or the country actually lacks at least 1 million affordable homes over the next coming 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's the estimated demand that's in the market.
Actually,
And, yeah.
that's actually very, very scary, because in your story this week, I looked at some of the numbers you put, and it is something else to be faced with the numbers. The fact that based on Malaysia's median income, the most affordable house that we should be able to afford is just over 180 grand, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is, the median house price in the country is over 380 grand. How did Malaysia end up like in this kind of rut? I mean, I know it's not unique, but why are homes just so unaffordable?
Well, it's we have to go a little bit back because of the low interest rates regime that started from the US. So that actually sent a lot of money to this part of the world, and that drove up asset prices in many parts of Asia. And Malaysia is not exclusive. I mean, you can see homes. People complain about homes being too expensive, not just here but everywhere in the world. And we haven't seen houses at 3 times median income since 2004 in Malaysia.
You mentioned that stat 3 times since median income. It's an international standard, right?
Yes.
What standard is that? It's that it needs, what is actually the definition of affordable?
Demographic Media International defines it as 3 times median multiple income. But at last count, at 2016 prices, Malaysia is at 6.17 times. So that puts us at the severely unaffordable level according to their count.
And a lot of people still have very hard time saving because of the cost of living. I saw this one part, this calculation you put in your story, that if you earn about 2.3, at the end of the month you have like 74 ringgit in earnings, something along those lines. 76, yeah. And it is such a worrying statistic. So how is the government going to sort of raise disposable income? Because that's the only way that I can see that people will eventually be able to afford a house.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, because you can raise minimum income, which is what the government is doing, and you can get people to create more high income jobs and train people to fill that. But all that takes time. And you can't instantly raise affordable minimum income to, let's say, 1,500, because that would have a greater impact on the economy, drive up prices. That's not what you want. So what you can instantly do is when there was, Khazanah did a research, and they found that 60% of income for generally people goes to housing, transport, and basically food that you consume at home. So, and the biggest portion of that, slightly over 28%, actually goes to either mortgage or rent. So, if you are able to cut what people spend on a mortgage, let's say from 28 ringgit of every 100 ringgit you earn to 14 ringgit of every 100 ringgit you earn, you have instantly 14 ringgit extra every month.
But I will play devil's advocate with you and actually say, why do developers just not make houses cheaper?
You can, but you have to understand that prices of everything have gone up, and land, and also developers, they have their stakeholders to answer to. The government, being also pro-business, cannot force developers to build everything at a certain price. You cannot, and developers have shareholders to answer to. Of course, the government can put in policies so that there is no excessive profiteering or there is no excessive speculation.
Which is fair.
Yeah, but you have to be fair to the businesses, because they have their considerations as well. And which is why, but the government did say that they will continue to support and build more affordable housing.
Traditionally, to get a home, you get a mortgage. We see the emergence of things like Fund My Home, which has been talked about, and of course step-up financing, and of course rent to own. So all these new alternatives, should people be scared of them?
You should always be wary and question. But it's the mind frame. It's we question because we want to understand what it is and to see whether it's a viable alternative. But I think when questioning, we should keep our minds open, because it's you can sit down and hope for home prices to come down, but the property sector, for prices to actually come down in a big way, that has a really wider implication on the economy, as well as not just the sector but for the economy. So getting more affordable homes out there, I think that is a must, and the government has said is still going on. But we should keep our minds open for alternative ways that can actually help people get homes, and also especially if they put more money in people's pockets today.